unstoppable. Knock 'em out the blood, knock 'em out the bread, knock 'em out the world with your head top down for some action.
Live from St. Catharines, Ontario, where the Niagara River Lions look for back-to-back victories here at home at the Meridian Center, but it won't be easy as they take on the league's best record in the Brampton Honey Badgers. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Danang Balsera. Well, it was a convincing double-digit victory for the River Lions here at home thanks to the efforts of Curtis Hollis and Keontae Kennedy. This team is slowly starting to establish their identity as they come into this game with a 3-3 record. As mentioned, it won't be easy as the Brampton Honey Badgers carry a 6-1 record, and they squeaked by in their last game, winning by two points against the Edmonton Stingers. But it was a sweet moment for Sean East II and Keon Ambrose Hilton as they got revenge against their former team. Now, this team comes with a lot of firepower. We've got the league's leader in three-pointers in Cameron Tyson and the league's leader in rebounds and Matthew Moncrief as well. So it'll be a stacked game with lots of stars in this game. And speaking of stars, I'm going to toss it over to the guys that are going to break it down for you. It's Sean Woodley and Coach Charles Kissy. Fellas, take it away.
Thanks, D. A new power is rising in the East, and it rolls through Niagara tonight. Charles, the defending champion River Lions, hosting the 6-1 Brampton Honey Badgers here on a Friday night at Meridian Center. Brampton has been red hot to start the year. Winners of a lot of close games as well. 5 of their wins have been by 5 or fewer points. What has been the key to their success to start the season, Charles?
Well, there's a lot of buzz in Brampton right now, and I think that's a great start. But certainly, new coach, new scenario, some new players, and they're learning to win the close games early. That's a very good sign for that team.
Without a doubt, and we're going to take a look now at the matchup stats as we get set for this Friday night action here at Meridian Center. River Lions 3-3, the Honey Badgers, of course, 6-1. What stands out to you when you take a look at the stats breakdown here, Charles?
Well, when you look at it, it's actually pretty even, right? And I mean, knowing that a couple of those games for Brampton could have gone the other way, we could be talking about a completely different scenario right now. And so you have a 50% 3-3 team, you have a 6-1 team, and the stats are pretty even at this point. And so it's about who can stay consistent and continue to pull away and open up as this season progresses.
That 3-point percentage for the Honey Badgers at 38% being buoyed by Cam Tyson, who's putting up nearly 50% on nearly 11 attempts from deep per game. You would assume he's going to be on the scouting report for the River Lions to try to shut down tonight.
He's definitely going to be on the scouting report. And one of the things that means to me is that they're defending.
Right.
You know, when you can get stops, you can be free to play on offense, right? They're getting into the paint, but certainly all of your scoring should start with your defense, and they're clearly doing a pretty good job defensively.
And, you mentioned, these stats pretty similar. These teams are not all that far off when you just look at what's on the page. But again, Brampton 6-1 early on, River Lions 3-3. You've got both of these teams in a pretty important game here when it comes to the standings and trying to keep pace for the River Lions with Brampton. It's not a long season, and this will be a massive one for them to try to keep pace with a team that is off to a red-hot start out east. We are going to come back on the other side. We're going to hear from Kimball McKenzie, head coach of the River Lions. We got the keys to the game from Charles, starting lineups, and so much more. It's all coming up. It's Honey Badgers, River Lions here at Meridian Center. You're watching the CEBL on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Welcome to a new CEBL season.
It's been amazing, Canada basketball, to put that platform and give guys an out.
The crowds were bigger, the players got better, the quality of the game got better.
You gotta love it, Canadian Goose.
Fasten your seatbelt tonight because we're gonna have some high energy and some high flying stuff.
This is a trail, I'm living for real, it's all that I gotta say. I'm in my zone.
No shortage of emotion, no shortage of intensity as anticipated.
Sliding away. What a block from behind.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
Welcome back to the Meridian Center here with Coach McKenzie. As you go through new players, establish an identity for yourself, what is your biggest takeaway in the first 6 games here?
Trying to establish ourselves defensively. Rebounding, defense, toughness, and togetherness.
Speaking of defensive, you got a handful with a lot of stars on the other side. What is your biggest priority as you start this game off tonight?
Obviously, our standout, East and Tyson, they've been playing really well. This Brampton team, you know, they're well coached, a lot of talent, so we got to do a good job tonight.
Best of luck tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks to Coach Kimball McKenzie, and thanks to Neg for taking the time. We're going to take a look now at the keys to the game, presented by Charles Kissy, of course. Let's take a look first at the keys for the visiting Brampton Honey Badgers.
Yes, indeed. The number one thing, and we said this earlier, it starts with crashing the glass. They have to be relentless on the glass. They've done a great job so far, one of the best in the league. Certainly shoot the gaps. You crash the glass, you get out, you run, but certainly be in the gaps and try to score easy in transition. And last but not least, we've already talked about this in the pregame, is let it fly. They got to shoot the 3 ball. They're shooting the 3 ball really well at 37% as a team. Continue to let it fly, be confident, and let your defense lead your offense.
And we'll take a look now at the keys for the home side. The River Lions sitting at 3-3. What you got, Charles?
Well, distribution of scoring, and that's got to be their MO until they decide who the alpha is going to be, or at least certainly somebody establishes themselves in that way. But keep the ball moving, distribute the ball, and everyone pick their spots. They're doing a good job so far. 4 players in double digits on a nightly basis. That's important. Run in transition. You certainly have to score easy and early where you can. Obviously, that starts with defense, and finish possessions defensively. That will fuel your transition.
And we'll take a peek now at the starting lineups for both Brampton and Niagara here on your Friday night. We've got Joshua Omajafo along with Cameron Tyson, Matthew Moncrief, Keon Ambrose, Hilton, and Sean East the second. 3 Canadians in the starting 5 for the Honey Badgers. Sean East, an early MVP frontrunner for the Lions. Curtis Hollis, Nathan Kayo, Donald Carey Jr., Jaden Eula getting the start, and Keontae Kennedy rounding it out here for Kimball McKenzie's home side. And now we're going to take a look here at the players to watch. Let's start with the Honey Badgers. Who you got for us?
I think you have to look at Matthew Moncrief. I think when you're talking about a team with 2 other stud players, this is a player who can rebound, he can get to the rim, he's athletic, he's got great size, leading the league in rebounding and great in transition. This is a player that if he's your 3rd player, you're in trouble. He's pretty talented, and he's going to be able to fill it up and maybe not be the primary on a scouting report, but someone that you have to pay attention to because he can score the basketball.
And for the home side, the River Lions, who do you have as your player to watch?
Well, it's got to be Keontae Kennedy tonight. He's going to have a big game. He's got to establish some presence both inside and out, finish at the rim. He's got to get to the free throw line. I'd like to see a little more of that. But overall, somebody needs to emerge, and tonight I think it's his game.
Keontae Kennedy has been excellent, along with Curtis Hollis and Donald Carey Jr., although it's been very balanced for the River Lions, Charles. No one's averaging more than 14.2 points a game. All 3 of those imports within around 14 points. Keontae Kennedy coming at the low end there at 13.8. What do you make of the balance shown by this team so far?
Well, I think it's a good thing. They're moving the ball. They're trying to play together. And I think the other piece is Keontae Kennedy's come off a big game against Calgary. And so you hope that he can sort of double down on that, and give his team some offensive energy and really allow this team to kind of get going. They need to get a few stops again from the last one. 3 stops in a row. It's always a good place to start, and then see if you can establish your scoring early.
The oldest rivalry in the CEBL set to put another page in the book tonight. It's the River Lions. They are wearing the black with the pinstripes and the yellow trim. The River Lions will be in the white with the blue and green trim. The officials for this game, Chris Bucella, Christine Vong, and Andrew Yan. And tip-off is presented by Spalding the official game ball of the CEBL. We're off and running here. Honey Badgers win the tip, and here's Sean East Jr. averaging just shy of 24 points a game to start the year. He gets it, back on the wing, sees a couple of bodies, swings it over, Moncrief. He'll drive, spin into Kayo, kicks it back out. Tyson thinks about it, and he's not shy to let it fly. First three is up and in for Cam Tyson.
You know what I love about that possession? The ball went from side to side, multiple actions. You basically got to see every coverage that you're going to see tonight from the river line. So really good execution.
Here's Carey with it. Swung over to Hollis. In deep to J.D. Mueller. He's going to go to work, but sees a double, and Sean East comes away with the steal. And Omajafo lays it in on the fast break.
We talked about that, them getting out early in transition.
Hollis gets some space. Back iron on the three. Kayo comes away with the long rebound and puts it up and through.
Unlucky bounce there if you're the Brampton team. See if they can get down and get another good possession with multiple sides of the floor. So important to get that ball moving early.
Here's Tyson going to work. Swings it over to Moncrief. He'll drive with the left, off glass, and one. Matthew Moncrief headed to the line.
And we talked about him early because there's going to be some awkward matchups, right? You may not have your best defender there. Not that he can't score against a good defender, but again, they create some matchup problems, and he's not a small guy. At 6'8", he's athletic, he's tough, he's strong. Look for him to be really aggressive tonight.
Moncrief, the Brampton native, playing for his hometown side, misses the free throw there. And Donald Carey Jr. comes away with it. He'll have to get things set up, and Riverlines looking to cut into this 5-point early deficit. Into the lane, there goes Carey with the floater. It's good.
I love the aggression. Right to the rim, body bump, and a quick, easy two.
Tyson calls up Moncrief. Quick zipping of the ball here in the Honey Badgers offense. Two-man game. Tyson, his second three attempt, no good. Moncrief tries to grab the board. Omajafo comes away with it, and there's Tyson again, and he's now 2 of 3 early on. He takes nearly 11 threes a game, Charles. He's certainly on pace here, and a bit of a careless turnover there as Keontae Kennedy wasn't heads up looking for the pass.
Yeah, that's a tough one, and again, Moncrief kept that ball alive. He didn't need to get the rebound. He just needed to get a hand on it. His teammates able to get it, and then you get an extra possession. You're letting that three ball go, especially the way they've been shooting it.
East with it. Moncrief coming out of the corner again, surveying. Finds Keon Ambrose Hilton. He'll dump it off there. Omajafo driving. Has it stripped, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. It'll be Riverlines ball. They trail by 6.
Great patience by Brampton. The ball's moving. They're looking to the next action. No one's really forcing anything. They're doing a pretty good job to start this game.
You can follow us at CEB League on all social platforms to stay up to date on stats, storylines, and more for all 10 teams in Canada's Pro Basketball League. That's at CEB League on socials. Here's Carey with it. Takes the screen from Eula. Up to Hollis. Thought about it. Swings over. Kayo, three. Good.
Little stack action and a reversal, and they get the wide open three. Good execution by the Riverlines there.
East rejects the screen. Pull up floater off glass. It rims off. And it is going to stay here with the Honey Badgers.
That's the crashing of the glass again. Just keeping balls alive, giving your team extra possessions.
Omajafo fakes the handoff and takes it himself, but a nice play underneath for the stop by Carey. Kayo working with Kennedy. He'll let it rip. That's off. Fight for the board. It comes to Hollis, and Kayo lets a three go. That hits front rim. Collected there by Tyson. Omajafo And a bit of a wayward elbow there. He's going to get called for the offensive foul as he was trying to break down the defense.
Yeah, he's gotten a little bit aggressive. I feel like he's felt like he's got fouled a couple times, and he's probably trying to force the issue a little bit. He had Moncrief ahead. Always want to hit it ahead. The ball's faster traveling with a pass than it is with the dribble.
Couple of subs in here for Kibble McKenzie's River Lions. Cole Long checks in. He's done some nice work off the bench for Niagara so far this season. And Cameron Warrensburg, number 10, is also on the floor. Here's Carey. Kennedy drives. Little beautiful hop step in, up and through.
Love it. Love the attack. I mean, Niagara doesn't typically have a tough time getting to the rim, and so I feel like that's something they have to continue to explore.
Tyson. He lobs it up there to Ambrose. A bit of a tough pass to catch. It's going to be off Ambrose Hilton, and it's going to be Niagara ball.
They went to the stack action as well. Probably made the wrong read. I think they had an open 3 ball.
Here's Carey with it, back to Warrens in the corner. Heavily contested, it's short. Tracks down his own rebound, but loses it, and East comes away with the loose ball. Moncrief now, looking to attack, into the paint, up with the left. It's good, Matthew Moncrief.
Yeah, somebody you have to load up on in transition. You cannot let him get a running start.
Kennedy into the paint, kicks out to Carey. Back to Kennedy. On the relocation, he buries the triple.
What he needs to do, be aggressive, stay really aggressive.
All evened up at 12s here early on. East 3, good.
Smooth. The pace is starting to pick up a little bit, which is good for both teams as they're figuring out how they can score.
Carey tries to strike back, and East comes away with the rebound. He's got his head up. He'll reset it here, take the screen from Moncrief. Nice little pocket pass. Spin, kick, Tyson, 3, and he gets the shooter's roll.
Yeah, love the unselfishness there. Moncrief probably could have just turned and put a little lefty hook into the basket, but kicks out for a 3, and that's why this team's been pretty good, off to a great start this season.
Carey takes the screen from Eula. He'll let it fly, and that's swatted out of bounds by, looks like, Keon Ambrose Hilton. It'll be River Lions ball when we come back. More first quarter action coming here, 18-12, Brampton early on. You're watching the Canadian Elite Basketball League, and you're doing so on CBC Gem YouTube and CEBL Plus. More ahead.
Looking to level up your future? Algoma University's Brampton campus is where ambition meets opportunity. Study in-demand programs like business, computer science, and psychology right in downtown Brampton. We offer the most affordable tuition in Ontario and are ranked #1 in Canada for scholarships and bursaries. Small classes, big support, real success. Algoma University Brampton. Success within reach.
Welcome back to Meridian Center. Sean Woodley, Charles Kissy, Dung Balsera here with you. And this Eastern Conference game is presented by Lotto Max. The Brampton Honey Badgers hot start. They lead by 6 early on. And it seems like the ball is really moving for this Brampton team, Charles. They're playing very connected.
You know, when they started that, the very first possession,
right.
They went side to side, handoff, screen. I mean, they had multiple actions. Nobody forced the issue. I want to say everybody touched the ball in that first possession. What that does for any team is it allows you to see what you're up against. What are they doing on handoffs? How are they handling pick and roll? It really gives you an opportunity to get a quick assessment if you're a coach. It's like burning a possession almost. They ended up getting a 3. But you get to burn the possession and see what you're up against to start the game. So it's always a really good thing.
4 of 5 from downtown early on are the Honey Badgers, and Cameron Warrens misses on the inbound.
Got a pretty good look out of that timeout.
Couple of subs in here for both sides. There's number 0, Tyrese Hunter, an import player. Played for the South Bay Lakers this past season for the Honey Badgers. There's Teger Eze setting the screen, wearing number 20, catches the pass, goes up, he's stopped at the rim by Warrens in a shot clock violation. A great stop there by the undersized Warrens, going up and getting the block of the big man.
Vertically challenging. I love that. It's way better than trying to block a shot straight up, or some people would say wall up. What a great job. Less likely to foul. Put that in your repertoire defenses.
Handling here is Blondo Chuqueño, recently checked in, the backup guard for this River Lions team. Mueller gets it stripped. Cole Long trying to get it back. Bit of a battle for the loose ball. They're going to call the foul on Long there, getting tangled up with East. J.D. Mueller is going to take a seat for the River Lions. Into the game is number 1, Jordan Chuente. The Brock University alum. I know one of those guys too. East. Over to Hunter. Driving. Gets to the free throw line and dumps off to a cutter on the baseline, and looks like they're going to call a foul there. Yeah, it would have been a shot clock violation, but the Honey Badgers get bailed out. Another deep possession into the clock. River Lions have forced 2 shot clock violations already, and they nearly got a third, but the shot clock is back to 14 here.
It might be the issue of passing too much. You know, they passed up a couple pretty good looks.
Cameron Tyson not going to pass up many looks. He buries his 3rd 3 early on here. What a weapon.
So far, just really unselfish basketball by the Brampton team.
Cole Long contested underneath. Eze with a couple of stops now. Gets the block there in the second effort. Here's Hollis, though, rising and firing from the corner. Tough shot. Buries the 3.
They needed that.
Hunter. He's got some burst to him. He's got Long on him on a switch. He'll drive. Hunter stops, looking for an option. Omajafu through traffic. A beautiful throw through, then spin. That is great handle in tough spaces there.
Spin cycle. So composed. Brampton team's playing relaxed. They're communicating defensively, contesting shots, rebounding the basketball.
Eze boards the missed Long 3. And East with it. Takes the screen, sees 2 bodies, swings it, but has it stolen by Long. Chuqueño the other way. Finds Hollis, who was calling for it, lets it rip, and can't get the friendly roll. East with it. Waiting for his team to catch up. Rises and fires, and Sean East almost gets that one to go, but pops out.
Yeah, good pace to the rim, and they get a foul.
They're reaching on Warrens there. And he's going to get a couple of free throws out of it, it looks like. While he sets up, we'll remind you, Cal Tire is a proud partner and tire expert of the CEBL. Shop top tire brands and have peace of mind with Cal Tire's price match guarantee. Shop and book at caltire.com.
Again, it's something I'd like to see the River Lions continue to build into their game is, can you continue to get to the free throw line? But also, I think what they showed the other night is they can get to the paint, right? They can score easy. They can find their way to the paint, and I think they have to continue to establish that as part of their game. 3 ball is nice. Sometimes easy 2s are better.
Cameron Warrens knocks in the second of 2. The 6'5" forward who played his past season at Maine in the G League, the Celtics affiliate. Moncrief, he's going to go to work himself, and that is a tough finish through contact. Matthew Moncrief, he is a load once he gets moving downhill.
Yeah, and again, we called it as a player to watch. This is the type of game where you have awkward matchups, we'll call them, for the other squad. There's a lot of people on that Brampton team that you have to pay attention to who have already started the season with great production. Moncrief is one of those guys that has the ability to put 20 up a night. It's just not the way they play right now. So they're going to have to solve that pretty quickly.
It's a 10-point lead early on here. Moncrief with a chance to push that to 11 as Sean East is going to get his first breather of the game. Into the game, number 9, Judson Martindale. Martindale spent this past season playing for Manchester in the UK. At Sudbury, Massachusetts, one of the import players on this team. There's Carey. Nearly loses it, but recovered there by Long. Warrens. Over to Long on the pop. He'll drive. Little step through, and a bit of an awkward attempt at a finish there. Honey Badgers come away with it. Hunter has that stripped away by Hollis, and a dangerous pass there, recovered by Chuente, and just did not have a seam there to thread that pass, and a turnover. Just forcing it a little much there.
Just a bit much.
Hunter misses everything on the deep pull-up 3, and you'll hear it from the River Lions crowd.
Tough shot. I mean, again, playing a certain way, stick with it. That's one of the hardest things to do, I think, as a team when you're having success, to not go away, to not take the shot that you know you probably shouldn't take.
Seemed like he was trying to go for the 2-for-1 there as well, and sometimes, Charles, the 2-for-1 just leads to a bad shot if you force it too early. And that one is tapped off the rim, and it's FIBA rules, baby, so that ends up being a bucket here for the River Lions. Trailing by 8.
Take it however you can. Got to get a stop here.
Shot clock is off. Ambrose Hilton loses it. Can they get a heave up? No, they can't. And the quarter comes to a close. The heave did go in just way after the buzzer.
Just a few seconds after the buzzer.
You know, I don't know if they're going to take that one to review. We will take this to a quick break. Come back on the other side for the second quarter as the Honey Badgers lead by 8 early on here at Meridian Center. It's the CEBL on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus. Second quarter on the way.
It's more than a workout. It's my reset, my challenge, my win. From High Rocks training to recovery, Pilates to hitting new personal bests. Strength days, sweat days, the days I almost skipped but didn't. These are the days that make me stronger. One gym, every journey, limitless possibilities.
Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime. And it goes. Nick Hornsby. Here's Oakland for the win.
You gotta love a Canadian boost.
Two hands. Me. Oh, what a block from behind.
Brampton leads the Battle of Southern Ontario early on here, 25-17, and a big reason for the lead is Cameron Tyson, 12 points in the first quarter on 4 of 5 shooting, all of it coming from downtown, building upon his nearly 50% clip from deep to start the year. We're going to send things over to Denung Balsera, who has some insight for us on Cameron Tyson's hot start.
Thanks, Sean. Yes, as he continues to add to his league-leading numbers after that quarter, it's actually funny. He almost went down a different path in life growing up. He actually grew up as a football player and wanting to be one, but growing up around his brother and former NBA All-Star Zach LaVine, he was kind of forced to become a basketball player. actually credits his success to playing with older players that were the same age as his brother, and because of him being younger, he was kind of forced to play a physical style of game and wasn't given the ball enough to shoot, amongst other things, which is ironic because now he's become one of the league's most prolific snipers. He's obviously come away since sitting number 7 on the NCAA's all-time three-point scoring leaders list, sitting ahead of guys like J.J. Redick and Steph Curry, who ironically sit on his Mount Rushmore of three-point shooters alongside Ray Allen and Kyle Korver. And I got to ask you, Sean, you got the coach next to you as well. How did you do on his Mount Rushmore?
Not terrible, I'd say. I think another Mount Rushmore of dunks just happened. Keon Ambrose Hilton Matthew Moncrief, that is, with a very, very loud yam during that wonderful insight on Cam Tyson from D. Balsera, pushing the lead here out to 10. We're just sitting here I'm staring at one another over that.
My eyes are watering from, wow.
Sometimes you see a dunk so beautiful that you simply must weep. Here's Cole Long. Kennedy. It gets the friendly bounce from deep.
Great response. But he's got to make those shots. He's got to take those shots. You know, they need the alpha.
Martindale. Picked up by Long. Long with some handsy defense. He gets called for the foul.
Brampton looking for a delay of game there or some form of technical foul, but there it is. Wow, that was a monstrous dunk.
Yeah, I'm still sitting here collecting myself after that one.
Just extended, but we said if you don't put a body on him or stop him, have a higher pickup point in transition, you're in trouble.
Couple of subs in here for the River Lions. J.D. Mueller's back on the floor. Donald Carey out there alongside Keontae Kennedy. And there's a 3 there by Tyrese Hunter. Curtis Hollis is on the floor too, and Ayub Nur-Hussein recently checked in here for the River Lions as well, wearing number 2. Hollis into the lane, leaves it short, and it's going to be River Lions ball. 14 on the clock.
River Lions are doing a pretty good job. You'd just like to see a little more ball movement, a little more player movement. You know, get that ball rotating, get them playing, get the Brampton team playing side to side, again, guarding multiple actions.
Here's Carey going to work, snaking the pick and roll behind the back, and he is fouled there by Tyrese Hunter.
Probably a good foul. He might have saved the layup.
A 10-point lead early on here for Brampton. 14 on the shot clock as the River Lions inbound from the baseline. Kennedy rises and fires off the catch. Collected there by Moncrief underneath. East to Moncrief in the lane, dumps it down to Keon Ambrose Hilton, but an offensive foul there on Moncrief.
I think he knew it too. Try to get on 2 feet there in that kind of scenario. Stop, maybe change your hip position to make that pass, but still pretty good execution.
Moncrief not someone I'd be stoked to have run into me.
Yeah, no.
It's a thick dude.
I don't think he would run into you. I think he would jump over you.
So he would run through me and obliterate me and disintegrate me into dust. Carey tries to split the gap, finds the cutting Kennedy, who goes up, and he's fouled. I don't think he wanted to throw one down. Instead, he'll have to settle for 2 at the line.
Coach is looking for an offensive foul, but really good aggression by Kennedy there, attacking the rim. I think the last time he went, he got blocked. I think this time he realized I got to protect myself. Wins himself 2 from the line.
Keontae Kennedy, the former California product, played this past season in Portugal. 26 years old. But a nice addition to this River Lions team early on as he hits both. It's an 8-point edge here for the Honey Badgers, and Moncrief's going to take his seat for Brampton. Into the game is Joshua Omajafo.
I believe he's got 10, Kennedy does. Just shy of half of the River Lions points right now, and got to get some more point production.
And it's going to stay here with the Honey Badgers there. J.D. Mule is going to get called for the foul. And yeah, Kennedy on 9 points. The next closest River Lion is Nathan Kayo with 5. Here's Tyson looking to continue that hot shooting start in the first quarter.
Wow.
This guy is ridiculous. Cam Tyson, 5 of 6 from downtown to start.
He is. They got to figure this one out fast. That tap is on, and I think he ripped off the faucet.
Kennedy misses a 3 in the corner, and it's going to be Honey Badgers ball here. Ambrose Hilton up top.
And so you know what's interesting about this is that now he's in the corner and Hollis isn't helping. So it creates a lane for anybody to get downhill and get to the rim because there's no longer any help because the shooters pulled so much attention away. That's tough. Two more at the line for the Honey Badgers, who are just now scoring in a variety of ways.
All right, here come the River Lions. Chuente with it. River Lions need something here, down 14. Carey up to Hollis. He's got Tyson on him, he'll drive. Tyson almost pokes it free, but Hollis gets it up, just can't finish. And here's Ambrose Hilton, finds Tyson. Omajafo drives, puts it up, no good. Collected there by Chiqueño. Chuente finds Hollis, and he'll lay it in.
And that's a good possession in transition. Multiple people touch the ball gets advanced. You know, and you're able to score easy at the rim. It's tough trying to play one-on-one against a really long Brampton team.
Ball swings here to Omajafo in the corner, heavy on the 3. Fight for the rebound, Chiqueño comes away with it. He's got Tyson on him, over to Hollis. Back up to Chiqueño. Carey finds Chuente on the entry. Tries to go to work on the spin, through a couple bodies, and a prayer is not answered. Hunter now, attacking quickly. Omajafo in the corner, buries the 3, and a timeout called by Kimball McKenzie as the River Lions trail by 15. We're going to come back on the other side, see if the River Lions can get this thing back on track in the rest of the second quarter. This is CEBL you're watching on CBC Gem YouTube and on CEBL Plus.
It's more than a workout. It's my reset, my challenge, my win. From high rocks training to recovery, Pilates to hitting new personal bests. Strength days, sweat days, the days I almost skipped but didn't. These are the days that make me stronger. One gym, every journey, limitless possibilities.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Back inside Meridian Center, it's the Brampton Honey Badgers up 39-24 over the home side River Lions here in the second. New Era is the exclusive game uniform partner of the CEBL and all 10 of its teams from coast to coast. Pick up your official replica jerseys today by visiting cebl.ca. Charles Kissy, not exactly going to plan for Kimball McKenzie's River Lions early on here. How do they stem the tide? Their offense is just not producing enough to keep pace with this high-powered Honey Badgers attack.
Well, they got to, we said it earlier, distribute the scoring. And right now you have Kennedy, who's our player to watch, with 10, and the next closest has 5. And there we go. And I mean, I think they just, execution is one, but the ball's got to move. Players have to move. Some of these drives and penetrations, we should see some kill cuts, people cutting from the opposite slots and baseline corners. There's a lot of standing on the perimeter.
Here's Cameron Tyson. That guy's never standing. He's always moving. Misses the 3 there on the move. And a chance here for the River Lions to string a couple of stops together and follow with buckets.
And he knows it. He knows right away that that was a tough shot for him to take, but
here's Carey driving. Kennedy now. Chiqueño in the corner. He'll pull it back out and reset. 10 on the clock. Gets it down into Chuente up top. Kennedy up top 3. That's good.
Love it. Love it. Great inside-out action, and that's how they have to play. No one individual is going to get it done. There's no 50-point, recovery basket. Ball's got to move, got to touch the paint, come back out, whether a penetration or a post touch. Find a way to get that ball moving and get everybody touching and get yourself some pretty good looks.
It's a nice assist there by Chuente after the defense converged there. It's a little interesting that they use Chuente so often as like a post-entry guy. He's only 6'7", but seems to be able to map the floor pretty well from there.
Yeah, he's pretty physical. I mean, you saw on a couple of possessions before where he took a pretty wild shot. It should have been a kick out, but in this time he fixed it, right? And that's what young pros also have to realize, right? What do I have to do to add value to my team and maximize my time on the floor? And that's a great example of how you do it. Going from a questionable shot to a really good kick out that leads to a 3 for Keontae Kennedy, giving him 13 on the night. Still needs somebody else to put that ball in the hoop. It's only a 3-possession game. That's the other thing. I mean,
right. And the pace that this game is going at, I mean, that could get a race really quickly if he can string together some stops.
Well, 2-3 balls, now you're right back in the game. I don't know if you want to live and die by it, but it certainly helped you get back in. You got an ATO, you got a stack action 3, or Spain action as people might call it. You get a 3, you come back down, you get a post-entry kick-out 3. Now you're 3 possessions from tying this up before the half. And so really good recovery, good job by Kimball McKenzie and his staff to sort of settle his team down and bring their team back into focus, if you will.
Yeah, nice 6-0 run out of that timeout for the River Lions. We'll see if they can string to some more stops together here as they do. There you go. Here's Chuente going the other way after steal. He'll throw down the 2-handed jam.
And just like that, right? Just like that, you're right back in this game. Finishing possessions, running in transition, that's what they have to do.
Ambrose Hilton finds Omajafo, and he nearly had that stolen away. Ambrose Hilton is fouled underneath. It's going to be on the floor. It's Curtis Hollis who will get dinged for the violation.
Looks like they're taking it out.
Ambrose Hilton. East with it. Swings to the corner. Omajafo pumps, drives. Up and under, finish. Joshua Omajafo. Tough bucket.
That's tough. Foul on the other side, super athletic.
And Moncrief is going to check in here for the Honey Badgers. As Omajafo is going to head to the line. Danilo Juricic will take the seat for Brampton. And first-year head coach Alex Serta off to a good start with the Honey Badgers so far this year.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job, and he's got his team moving the ball, defending, rebounding well. They seem to be bought in, and that's, again, important. And they're winning the close games, which is also a good sign early.
Bit of a revitalized franchise this year are the Honey Badgers. They're 6-1, new coach, success. Mark Cuban's a part owner now. Everything's coming up Honey Badgers, although that came up Keontae Kennedy on the turnaround.
Coming alive.
8-point game.
Got a little pep in his step, communicating defensively. He's coming alive.
Omajafo drives, has that stripped away. Kennedy hits Chuente. He's going to go right up on Moncrief and can't get it to go. It just spills out. More stops like that, though, if you're the River Lions, are what's needed. East, floater off glass. That's good.
Coach Razzo might talk about the basketball gods. You could make it a 6-point game. Instead, now it's a 10-point game. Those are little plays that can take the wind out of your sails, but Niagara's a champ for a reason as Kennedy lets a 3-ball go. Just short.
East now, working with Ambrose Hilton, hits him on the dive and the 2-hand slam.
What a pass.
That's pick and roll operation at its finest, and we've got another timeout here called by Kimball McKenzie and the River Lions as they got it back to 8, and now it's back up to 12 as we get another look here at Sean East's mastery of the Honey Badgers offense.
Yeah, and a great timeout. I think you can't let this game open up, and that's that missed layup turns into a 2, it turns into another 2, and now it's 12 instead of 6, and that's how the game sort of ebbs and flows. And so important that we talk about, especially with young players, no one misses on purpose, right? No one's saying, hey, I'm going to go blow a wide open layup. But you really got to lock in and focus in these moments. That could be the difference, certainly for where this first half is heading.
I will correct you. There was that one time that Ricky Davis missed on purpose so he could get a rebound to give himself a triple-double.
Fair enough.
He once missed on purpose.
Very few people will ever miss on purpose.
And nobody not
premeditated
named Ricky
miss layups. That's not usually how you want your night to go. That comes with a premeditated benching by your coach typically.
So the Honey Badgers not necessarily used to games where they're up by a lot. These have been pretty close games they played, and for the most part, mentioned off the top of the broadcast, 5 of their 6 wins have been by 5 or fewer points. If you are head coach Alex Serta, do you like that you're playing these close games early on to get those reps in those sort of very tense moments?
1,000%, especially if you're winning them. I mean,
right.
You're learning. It's valuable learning. I mean, often people will say win or learn, but you can learn a lot from those types of wins as well, right? Or who your team is and what you're willing and not willing to do to get those. So,
here's
great.
Carey with it. He's going to find Chuente on the roll, and he will go up, and they're going to call that foul on the floor. While they sort that out, we're going to send things over to D, who has some insights from the River Lions huddle during that timeout. D.
Yeah, Coach McKenzie telling his guys, hey, listen, we're going to start switching 1 through 5 right now. We need to really start closing out on these shooters. Priority is the defense. Our defense will lead to the offense. He's not worried about the offense. He just wants good defense, and these guys coming out a little hungrier on that end of the basketball court. Back to you.
Thanks, D. Yeah, the Honey Badgers 61% from deep so far. That's a nice skip pass to the corner. Chiqueño can't knock it in, though.
Yeah, maybe you'd love to see maybe one extra pass, and then Carey was on the wing wide open there.
Moncrief back up top to East. Omajafo, 3 is well short. Warren's with the board. He's head up, finds Kennedy into the lane, back up to Warren's. Sees a couple bodies. Carey now. Moncrief switched on. He totally burns him. Carey into the lane and leaves it short off glass.
Yeah, again, that's an opportunity in my view where that ball just needs to move as we give up an easy 2 down this in transition. That ball should just fly around. To me, what Brampton's doing that the Honey Badgers, that the River Lions are not, is getting to that next action. I mean, great inside, high post action there, but Brampton just continues to go to the next action, next action, next action. If they don't get something, they go to the next one, and I think that's the difference right now for me in this game.
A very timeout-happy quarter here as Alex Serta is going to call a timeout. Chuente there with the nice pass from the nail. He's done some nice distribution so far in this game. The River Lions, of course, they're still waiting for Khalil Ahmad to arrive. This is not yet a complete team as far as how it was envisioned coming into the season. That said, there's just not quite enough here on both ends of the floor, really. I mean, 46 points, not even halfway through this one allowed. Not exactly. I mean, Kimball McKenzie, you heard him before the game talking to D, then you heard him in the huddle there, trying to focus in on the defense and tighten things up. They've just not been able to do it.
Yeah, you just got to be consistent. Look, defense is hard. That's the reality. Most teams don't like doing it. They don't like guarding multiple possessions because defense is hard. And they've won championships because they've had to defend as well as make buckets. I mean, giving up easy layups is really tough on your defense. Yeah, and so 2 really good actions there. Great steal, great finish and pass. Both teams have, in my view, established ways they can score. It's just who can do it more consistently. So far, it's the Honey Badgers just consistently moving the ball, sharing it, and like I said, going to the next action. The River Lions are going to have to establish that for themselves.
Lotto Max now gives you even more chances to win with new prizes of $100,000 every draw. Get your Lotto Max ticket tonight. Must be 18 years or older.
A little full court pressure here from the River Lions. And this is always good because it brings everybody back. So whatever they were going to run in that ATO, if you can get that point guard denied, oftentimes you get them out of their ATO.
Tyrese Hunter here with Chiqueño guarding him. And nearly lost, and it is going to be an over and back. It'll be River Lions basketball. Big turnover there coming out of the timeout. Chance to cut into this before halftime, just 1:32 to go.
Great ball pressure. I mean, right now, I'm sure coach has given them a target. You know, we have to get to X points before they get to X points to round this half off.
Chuente will come set the screen for Carey. He thought about it, and now will put it up. Carey leaves it short, and Brampton the other way. Tyson with it, finds Ambrose Hilton on the run, lays it in.
You just can't give up transition layups, especially when you're there with them. You know, take a foul, do something, but you cannot allow them to get easy ones.
Kennedy looking for any kind of space here. Great point of attack defense. He finally gets it going on Ambrose Hilton, and a nice hook over the big guy.
Great bucket and a tough hoop.
East calling out directions. So they might go for the 2-for-1 here. Swung to the corner, Hunter 3, and misses everything, but it's collected underneath by Cameron Tyson.
That's tough.
Five seconds difference, game and shot clock. Carey, he'll drive, and a tough leaner on the baseline pops out, and a rough half for Carey continues. Here's East with it now. Shot clock is off, just 4 seconds to go. Puts up the floater, it's short. Kennedy can't get the heave off in time, and it's going to be a 14-point edge here for the Brampton Honey Badgers after 20 minutes of action. A lot of work to do for the home side coming up in the second half. Coming up at the half, we'll have the CDIC Top Defensive Plays of the Month. Denung will interview Honey Badgers head coach Alex Serta, and we'll break down the stats from the first half while we revisit Charles' player watch. We're going to set things over now, though. Of the half for the Honey Badgers, it's Joshua with
Josh, you had 4 points in the first quarter, finished with 13 in that first half. What changed for you between the first and the second quarter?
I think just staying aggressive, just up my level of intensity. Better with energy, so I just got to keep that going.
Now, this team has been guilty of giving up big leads going into the second half of games. What will be the difference in the second half for you guys?
Like I said before, just keeping up with our defensive intensity, staying together, and just overall just closing games like we always do.
Best of luck in the second half.
Thanks to Dung, and thanks to Joshua Omajafo for taking the time. We'll be back with more from halftime here at Meridian Center. The Honey Badgers lead the River Lions 52-38. It's the Canadian Elite Basketball League, and you're watching it on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Trying to jumpstart this offense for Saskatoon. Looking inside.
5 on the shot clock. Dunbarton, pocket pick, Tynes back the other way. The steal and the score. Tynes lays it in. The end's going nuts, and a timeout on the floor.
Tynes with his 3rd steal of the game. Already making a case for CEBL Defensive Player of the Year. That's his early bid.
The top shot. And missed 3, and rebound from Boucard. CC about to come in for Ottawa for the first time, along with Ken Johnson, and bench team that's skying up there was Fudge. And here is Fudge. Here is Harmon. Transition 3. Splash. A hat-trick of 3, and now they're up by 9.
Inside 10 on the shot clock. East trying to slide, almost had it picked off, and it was Boucard in transition up to Freeman Liberty. He tosses it back, and Johnson throws it down. Welcome to the Circus Act, the Alliance on center stage.
Lions playing great defense on the basketball.
During their last game against Brampton, and hopefully this time they finish with a win.
Spinning move from Love, big block by Fudge. See the top left corner of your screen, target score is 90.
And it's wasting no time when there's a big slot for Trey Townsend, the former Arizona Wildcat, saying, no sir.
Williams, Freeman Liberty in the corner. Up top, Osawe, nice spin inside. Oh, Keon Ambrose Hilton swats that down. Rim, this place would have erupted.
Yeah, you got Ambrose Hilton there from the weak side. Does a nice job not just blocking it, but keeping the ball alive.
For the moment. Freeman Liberty. Watched by Cayo. Freeman Liberty, devour. Chuente, a pogo stick, showing his telescopic arms, and he sent that ball towards LaSalle, Quebec.
The attention that JFL is getting defensively. Here we see he feels that he's beaten KO off the dribble with Chuente right here with the emphatic block.
And they have enough athletes. Like David Walker is a great athlete to come into the game, and he's been pretty effective tonight.
Oh, and what a block by Jeremiah Tillman Jr. Get out of here, he says.
Talk about effective. That guy has put in a shift today. Holy smokes, both ends of the floor. That was a great block. He really timed it right. Second jump, made a nice play, and takes his time, waits, and then, second off the floor, which is really important in that situation.
Warren to the rebound, but stripped. Tim leaking down the floor, wants to hammer it down, but Teddy Allen says put that back in your tool belt. Right back down the lane, and Teddy doing it at both ends. That prompts a timeout called by Isaiah Fox.
Yeah, first bucket of the second half for Teddy Allen there. That's been the key for the Mamba.
Tough catch, barreling, great defense, active hands, up the court to Mutabazi, right to the cup and just chased down, swatted aside, Trey King the third.
He looked over his shoulder and that was probably a mistake. Slowed down a little bit and great defensive stop, so we'll see again. These last 3 minutes are really the statement that both teams want to make going into the second half, and
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
Lotto Max now has more?
Oh yeah, like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
Back inside Meridian Center, it's the Brampton Honey Badgers leading the Niagara River Lions 52-38 at halftime here. Charles Kissy, that was a really impressive offensive performance by the Honey Badgers. They don't even get a particularly potent half from Sean East, averaging 24 a game on the season. Just 7 points for him so far, but he's setting his teammates up. And Cameron Tyson, 17 points to go along with 13 from Joshua Omajafo. Just been a really impressive start. You're seeing why this team is 6-1.
Yeah, I mean, they're just doing it in so many different ways. They're making big shots, you know, shooting 65% from the floor, 8 of 14 from the three for 57%. You know, the one that stands out to me as well is 26 points in the paint. Half of their points come in the paint, shooting that at 81%. They're getting, especially down the stretch, they got a lot of easy buckets where the River Lions did not finish those possessions.
And they've done it while turning the ball over 11 times. A little ball security, and this one could be a walk pretty comfortably for the Honey Badgers. Then you go ahead and look at the River Lions side of things. Keontae Kennedy, 17 points. Beyond that, the next highest scorer has 5 in Nathan Cayo.
Yeah, and they just have to figure it out. They have to find a way to get the ball moving, to get easier shots. There was a number of possessions, I call them burning possessions, where, you know, you have one guy, you know, 8, 9, 10 dribbles into the possession. We all know the numbers and the stats on what type of shot you're going to get as you take more dribbles, and they're usually not very good. And so, you know, we, the Niagara River Lions, have to do a better job getting that ball moving, getting multiple people touching it, getting players moving, and then scoring easy, because they've shown that they can.
A couple guys to watch in particular, the other imports on this team. Curtis Hollis, 2 of 6 from the field for just 4 points. Donald Carey Jr., 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown, just 5 points. They're going to need more from both of those guys in the second half. So we take a look at the stats from the first half here. You know, it's the shooting for the Honey Badgers that really stands out. 62% overall, 65% on twos, 57% from three. I mean,
yeah,
we've talked about it plenty. Their offense is playing beautifully right now.
Yeah,
it's been a remarkable sight to behold.
And you know, one of the things that really stands out is there's only 2 trips to the free throw line. You know, it's not like they're bolstering their point production with free throws, and so they're doing a pretty good job finding other ways to score. They haven't really had a ton of contested, you know, attacks, right? For the most part, especially down the stretch, there's been some easy ones that are just sort of backbreaking and a lot in transition. But I think, you know, again, if you're the River Lions, we know one thing about this league. It doesn't matter what you're up by. Anybody can get it done at any time. I think, you know, they have to just chip away. But if you're the Honey Badgers, keep doing what you're doing.
And at some point you'd think they'll have some positive regression to the mean from 3, just 27% the first half. They certainly are capable of better than that. We're going to come back on the other side with more from halftime. We're going to take a look at the keys to the game and the players to watch that Charles laid out before this one. That's all coming up here. Momentarily, you're watching the Canadian Elite Basketball League, and you're doing so on CBC Gem, CEBL Plus, and on YouTube.
Most of our clients who come through our door and who are suffering from mental illness, they're feeling a sense of despair and a longing for help. Often, insurance companies are denying disability claims on the basis that there's insufficient medical evidence. We've represented hundreds of clients who suffer from anxiety or depression. We fight for our clients' right to receive the compensation they deserve. If you've been denied long-term disability, don't give up. We can help.
Your long-term disability firm, Kotak Law.
It's more than a workout. It's my reset, my challenge, my win. From High Rocks training to recovery, Pilates to hitting new personal bests. Strength days, sweat days, the days I almost skipped but didn't. These are the days that make me stronger. One gym, every journey, limitless possibilities.
Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime.
Canadian Moose. Two hands. Oh, what a block from behind.
You know that trip I kept thinking about? I finally took it. It turned into open highways, lakeside stops, sunsets that seemed to last a little longer, less scrolling, more seeing. And at the end of each day, Sandman made it simple. Comfortable stays in the right places, so I could do more. Booking that stay? Best decision I made. Your summer, made in Canada. Book direct for the best rates.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around with free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
Back here at the Meridian Center with Coach Serta. Coach, I want to start with Cam Tyson. Him having these hot starts has sort of become the norm. Talk about how critical he is to the start of these games and the green light that you give him.
Yeah, we tell him we want him to shoot 10 threes per game. Defensively, he does so much things for us. So offensively, we just try to give him open looks, and he's knocking them down.
So I was telling Josh at halftime, double-digit leads have kind of been the kryptonite of this team. I saw that you took a lot of timeouts there in the second quarter to break things up. What changes, or how do you expect your team to respond to that challenge in the second half?
Yeah, we just take it one possession at a time. You know, basketball's a game of runs. We expect them to go on a run here, but we have a collective group that's poised, so we're ready for whatever happens the second half.
Best of luck in the second half, Coach.
Great stuff, Denung, and thanks to Alex Serta for taking the time. And we will now take our look at the keys to the game from the first half that you laid out for us,
Yeah,
Charles.
I mean, if you're the Honey Badgers, I think we're looking at Moncrief there just kind of going to work. But if you're the Honey Badgers, crush the glass. We talked about that. You know, be really aggressive on the boards, shoot the gaps, as we said, and let it fly. And that's certainly the ding, 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 ding button that they've hit. They've been shooting the ball extremely well in that first half. Who knows if they'll cool off, because they're getting some pretty good looks.
Sorry, that was your player to watch for Brampton. That was Matthew Moncrief. And the player to watch for the Honey Badgers early on for you, Keontae Kennedy, is off to a hot start.
He's off to a great start. I mean, he needs some help, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Not that they're not capable. They're just, somebody has to show up and answer the knock at the door. But he's done everything he's supposed to do right now to keep his team in this game. Again, it's 7 possessions or less. And so, you know, somebody else has an opportunity now to keep going, and maybe do it with your defense, right? Get some stops, see if you can run a transition and score a few easy ones. But overall, both guys are doing a great job. Moncrief's doing a fantastic job, 4 for 4, 3 rebounds, a block shot, an assist. He's really adding value on the floor for his team right now. Both guys doing what they can to keep their team in this game.
They are the players to watch for a reason. It's almost like you know how to pick them, Charles. It's almost like you're good at this.
Well, you know, once in a while. You know, again, it's one of those games where if you're Brampton, we know who your 2 stars are.
Yeah.
And so this is the opportunity for the 3rd star to step up and deliver, and he's doing that so far. And again, if you're the Riverlines, you hope that, or you would hope that Kennedy, off the heels of an 18-point game, could come back and deliver, and so far he has, 17 in the first half. He's done exactly what you expect. It's clear that there's a window of opportunity for one of these Riverlines to step into and fill a void that is clearly missing. So great job by both teams so far. Riverlines will figure it out in the second half. This is where your young coach is Kimball McKenzie. When I say young, new as a head coach here, you have to figure, these are the problem solves. I constantly say this, basketball is Rubik's Cube, right? It's a Rubik's Cube. When you're turning it and you're solving it, you're trying to figure out one side then the next, and he has a lot of twisting and turning to do until that Rubik's Cube is completely solved.
The Honey Badgers are hitting the floor here. They'll roll out their starting 5 of Sean East II, Cameron Tyson, who took 7 threes in the first half. Coach Alex Serta said there with D, they look for him to take 10 a game. It seems like he's on track to more than do what they're looking from him in this game. Keon Ambrose Hilton out there as well with Joshua Omajafo in his 13 first half points and Matthew Moncrief. And it'll be Keontae Kennedy, Donald Carey Jr., J.D. Mula, Curtis Hollis, and Nathan Kayo out there for the River Lions. Second half underway here. River Lions looking to cut into this 14-point deficit early on. Honey Badgers have it here off the top. Tyson with 10 on the clock. Rises, fires his 8th three of the game. He's up to 6 makes. Unbelievable stuff for arguably the best three-point shooter in the CEBL.
Well, if you're Hollis, you have to get up and make him put it on the ground. If you watch that possession over again, he actually realized, oh, and then he shot it, right? You have to stay up.
And the best shooters don't need much of a window, right? That little glimpse of space, they're going to let it rip. Missed there by Hollis. 17-point edge here, and they're not going to add to it as that's a turnover, bit of a wayward pass there by Omajafo.
Yeah, and it's especially tough, and it's got to be frustrating if he's dribbling and pulls up, right? I mean,
right.
You have to get up, force him to put that ball on the ground, force him inside the line, and then you can maybe give him a little bit of a gap. You'd rather take a tough two than an uncontested three.
And it's one thing, too, if it's, he took a screen and he's taking the shot around that, but that was just one-on-one defense. Got to be better. Here's Keontae Kennedy to the free throw line. That's off and collected there by Sean East. Head up, here's Tyson into the corner. Omajafo thought about it and he puts it up. It's no good. Kennedy with the board.
Ooh,
Kennedy,
mismatch.
Deep seal there, mouse in the house, but Tyson comes over. That's a bucket-saving foul by Cameron Tyson as Sean East had little chance of stopping J.D. Mula there. He'd gone up.
No, and one thing I'd like to see from Mula is some quicker decisions in the block.
Sure.
Early on he got stripped a couple times early in the first quarter, just taking a little bit long to make some quick decisions around the hoop, and that one he hesitated. I thought he had a dunk right away. And
Mula misses the first free throw.
And that benefits Brampton.
Yeah, it's a good foul. And it's tapped off the rim. Of course, with these FIBA basket interference rules, that's a heads-up play by Moncrief to prevent that from getting the friendly roll. Smart play.
Value add. Those are some of the things he's been doing to impact the game.
Omajafo misses the triple. River Lions looking to get their first bucket of the half. Here's Carey. Swung over, Kennedy. Cameron Warren's with it. He'll pop the three. That's off back iron. Moncrief with the board.
Was really loving the possession until that, only just because the ball could have kept moving, but
East sees a couple bodies. Moncrief pops for the three. That misses by quite a bit. Warren's with the board. Kennedy has that stripped. Honey Badgers the other way. East slowing things down here. Kennedy into his shirt.
Let's hear your River Lions fans. Defense.
And there's going to be a foul called there against Donald Carey Jr. It's going to stay here with the Honey Badgers. Clock reset to 14.
Don't mind the aggression there. Obviously, like him not to foul, but at least he's being physical.
Riverline's still looking for their first points of the half here as the mop crew will come out to clean up the skid. Ambrose Hilton calls up Omajafo. 8 on the clock. Omajafo into the lane with the left. It's good.
Tough move.
The Hamilton native played for the University of South Florida, having himself a great game. Here's Kayo. He's been pretty quiet tonight. He'll get the little push shot off, but it's no good. There's a foul underneath, however. It's going to stay here with the River Lions. Foul's going to be on Keon Ambrose Hilton, number 22.
Kayo had 5 early in the game and really hasn't had an opportunity to establish himself since.
Picked up 2 fouls in that first half. Only played 6 minutes so far. Well, in the first half, that is. Kennedy. Over to Carey. Down low to Mula, and there's going to be a shot clock violation. Oh no, there's a foul there again. That's the second time that a potential River Lions shot clock violation's been stymied by a late clock foul. Excuse me, the Honey Badgers with the foul there, by mistake. And they throw it away, east the other way. Layup's good. 21-point lead.
Tough turnover. I don't know if there was some miscommunication there or what, but pass went a little bit too far. Just keep chipping away if you're the River Lions. Get that ball moving, go to the next action, and keep playing.
Kennedy swings over to Kayo. He'll try to drive and runs into Ambrose Hilton, but Ambrose Hilton is going to get called here for the blocking foul. This Eastern Conference game is presented by Lotto Max. Kennedy trying to find Mula, but just a tough window to thread that pass into, and Ambrose Hilton comes away with the steal. Still no points on the board for the River Lions. Can Kennedy end that here? He'll go up, doesn't have the numbers, but he gets it to go. They needed that big time. Yeah, they need that a few more times.
They need that a few more times. Everybody else has to be energized by that. If you're the River Lions, and you see Kennedy with great ball pressure there.
Tyrese Hunter, he's got some real downhill force, but he misses there. Carey now. Finds Kayo. He'll catch and drive. Gets into his spot, but leaves the push shot on the back iron. Can't get the putback to go either. And it will be Brampton basketball. Just 2 points in over 4 minutes of action here for Niagara. Not the start to the half you would have wanted if you're head coach Kimball McKenzie.
Again, just trying to figure it out. But again, whenever that ball moves to them and they get to the next action, they do a pretty good job getting some looks or fouls. I mean, just got to stay the course.
Hunter loses that. Cole Long comes away with it, up to Kennedy.
Start with a few more of those. Keep getting stops.
Kayo going to work. He's got the smaller East on him, and he scores. Oh, doesn't score, misses. And it's collected there by the Honey Badgers.
I think East likes this matchup here.
And he burns Kayo. Floater is good. Sean East the second. Going to work.
Kayo was left on an island there.
Chiqueño up to Kayo. Lets the three go. That's off. And nothing doing here for the River Lions on offense.
Sort of a one-action shot, and again, ball's got to move. Get the Honey Badgers playing defense. You know, get them moving from side to side right now. They're not having to do a whole lot defensively. It's been, I don't want to say easy, but it's been pretty resistantless.
We'll see if Niagara can regroup on the other side. It's the CEBL on CBC Gem, CEBL Plus, and on YouTube. It's a 21-point lead for Brampton.
It's more than a workout. It's my reset, my challenge, my win. From High Rocks training to recovery, Pilates to hitting new personal bests. Strength days, sweat days, the days I almost skipped but didn't. These are the days that make me stronger. One gym, every journey, limitless possibilities.
The River Lions trail by 21 here on a Friday night against their Southern Ontario rivals, the Brampton Honey Badgers. You can secure your seats today for numerous theme games throughout the season for the River Lions as they look for their three-peat. Tickets available at riverlions.ca/tickets. Go check it out. And we're going to send things over to Denung Balsera, who has something for us from the sidelines during that timeout. D.
As you can imagine, Coach McKenzie quite vocal during that timeout and saying to his guys, hey, we need to start playing with a sense of pride. We're jogging. We're not showing any effort right now. And if we're going to win this basketball game or at least make it interesting, it's going to take guys 1 through 5 on the basketball court to make an effort here. Back to you, Sean.
Thanks so much, D. Yeah, I can't imagine that was a happy timeout for Kimball McKenzie. Tyrese Hunter downhill in the lane. Tough finish over the bigger Kayo. He's a little shaken up there. It looks like he landed a little rough. He's taken a second. It's 5-on-4, but they'll foul to slow down the play and let Hunter to get back in. Cole Long is apologizing. Looks like maybe a wayward arm caught his head.
Good foul there.
And Hunter waves off the sub. Judson Martindale had come to the table to get the check in, but he's going to stay out there. So we get a look at what just happened there. Oh yeah, it looks like Hunter and Long just kind of collided under the basket. No harm done on either side, just bodies bumping.
When you're up 21-22, you can afford to maybe give 1 or 2 just to get your teammate back in it, but that's the 4th point of the half. The 3rd point of the half.
Yeah, he just splits the pair, Kennedy. Also the only player on the River Lions to score in this half
and that's
is Keontae Kennedy.
A little problematic for the River Lions right now.
East misses the 3, collected by Long. This is nearly an over and back. I think Alex Serta wanted that. And it's a turnover anyway. Here comes East. He's got Warrens on him. He's fouled, and he's going to head to the line for the 3-point play. Sean East II continuing his excellent start to the season. Totally in control.
Just composed it like he was at the YMCA, you know, just under control, reading the body, reading angles, drawing the foul. Great composure with the finish. Coach McKenzie's trying to find some answers, again, solve that Rubik's Cube and get his team playing with a little more sense of urgency.
Jordan Chuente's in the floor. He's had some nice moments tonight. We'll see if he can help them at the effort as Cole Long takes and makes the 3 from the wing. That's a big one for the River Lions as they look to cut into this and chip away.
Well, 3 minutes and 40 seconds in the 3rd quarter, and they're getting the first baskets from someone other than Kennedy. That's another foul and 1.
That's some nimble footwork by the 7-footer, Teger Eze, on the roll, lays it in and 1.
And the problem isn't the and 1, it's how easy he scored the and 1.
Right.
Right, he just calmly finishes after some contact. You know, if you're going to foul, you got to foul, right? There's no excuse me fouls, as one might say. You have to foul. He cannot score the basket. Certainly not as easy as they have the last 2 and 1s.
Eze is going to take a seat as Keon Ambrose Hilton checks back in.
Great minutes
for the Honey Badgers, absolutely. Cole Long with it. He rises and fires again. Cashes it. 4-3, back-to-back triples. Life-sustaining 3s here for the River Lions from Cole Long.
Absolutely.
Judson Martindale attacks off the catch. Blocked by Long underneath. He's given them something here. Martindale relocates to the corner. 3 pops out. Warrens with the board. Can the River Lions chip away further?
See if you can find Cole Long for another one here.
Looked like he might have had him flash into the nail there too. Here's Chuente underneath. Through contact, no good. Ambrose Hilton comes away with it. Good rim defense there by the Honey Badgers. East pulls up from 3. That's off. Chiqueño with the board. He'll take the screen from Long and loses the handle. Martindale with it. Some numbers here. Lowers the shoulder into Warrens. That's going to be an offensive foul on Judson Martindale.
That's a great way to get a stop. You know, again, if you're the Honey Badgers, there's no 21-point shot. You know, keep that ball moving, keep chipping away. You're doing a really good job getting some stops. Cole Long's giving you a little bit of life. We know there's a heartbeat there. You just got to get that heartbeat pumping a little faster.
Donald Carey Jr. back in. We'll see if he can get things going. It's been a rough one for him so far. Warrens. Crossover. Takes the screen. Looking for options. Defense from the Honey Badgers locked in. Tough shot by Kennedy. That's off. Honey Badgers the other way. Good defensive possession. Swung over to Martindale on the wing. Back up top to East. Directing traffic.
He likes this matchup.
Calls up the screen. Cole Long does really nice work in space, but that's just a tough shot over good defense. Sean East the second.
Wow. Another wow.
He's a first-team All-CEBLer from last season for a reason, and he's been a massive addition to this Honey Badgers team here in his first year in Brampton. Warrens, Martindale all over him. Warrens trying to make something happen, pulls up, gets the mini to fall.
Tough hoop.
East back the other way, and he's fouled by Cole Long. Dancing with East in space, and that last possession where East hits that three, Cole Long played some nice defense, as he has numerous times tonight in space against smaller guys, but sometimes great offense just beats good defense.
Absolutely, and he did everything he could to try to get a tough contested three. Just better offense on that possession.
Honey Badgers fans, Canada's Pro Basketball League is back, and you can experience it live from the CAA Center. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit honeybadgers.ca for your tickets today. honeybadgers.ca/tickets, that is. As Sean East the second heads here to the free throw line, hits the first of two.
They've had more free throws in this third quarter of the Honey Badgers than they had in the whole first half.
And we talked about a pretty quiet scoring half for East in the first. He's up to 17 points, 10 of them coming here in the third quarter. And East is going to get a much-earned breather as Cameron Tyson checks back in. So it'll be Tyrese Hunter, Judson Martindale, Cam Tyson, Joshua Omajafo, and Keon Ambrose Hilton for the Honey Badgers. Carey, Warrens, Mula, Nur Hussein, and Long out there for Niagara. Last minute of play here in the third. Warrens, tough drive and finish through a couple bodies. Cameron Warrens to the line.
I'd like to see Warrens do more of that, less sort of what I would describe as dancing with the ball, but more just straight line attacks. You know, 1 and 2 dribble attacks to the rim. I don't think he needs as much, you know, sort of countering and dancing. He's big, strong body, good ball handler. He can go straight to the rim, counter if you get cut off, and like he did there, and just, you know, find his way right to the rack. I think the Riverlions have an opportunity to do that. I think they have capable players who can get to the rim.
The closest thing the Riverlions have to a human bowling ball is Cam Warrens. He's dancing with Hunter in space. Hunter, lots of separation on the step back, leaves it just short. Mula with the board. Carey gets to his mid-range, then takes a step in and misses, leaves it on the rim.
Looks like Mula's slow to get up.
Yep, Mula behind the play. Martindale three, that's off back iron. And with the numbers here, Cam Tyson gets another three up, and that is butter. Cam Tyson, he already hit 8 threes in a game earlier this season for a Brampton team record. The miss there at the buzzer, that's the 7th made three for Cam Tyson, so he's one off his own franchise record. As we head into the fourth quarter, all Honey Badgers, 76-52 they lead. Heading into the final quarter of action, we'll see if the Riverlions can do the improbable here and make a push in the fourth. You're watching the CEBL, and you're doing so on CEBL Plus, YouTube, and on CBC Gem. Fourth quarter in target time on the way.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Did you know that every CEBL game ends on a game-winning bucket? Yep, every single one. That's because we use something called target score ending, a thrilling twist that keeps fans locked in till the final shot. So what is the target score ending? Here's how it works. The first time the clock stops with 4 minutes or less left in the fourth quarter, the game clock is turned off. We enter target score time. We take the leading team's score, add 9 points, and that becomes the target score. Let's say it's 91-80. That means the first team to hit 100 wins. No ticking clock, no intentional fouls, just pure clutch basketball. It's fast, it's electric, and it guarantees that every game ends with a bang. Experience the target score ending this CEBL season.
Back inside Meridian Center, 76-52. Charles Kissy was a little distracted during the break there. Your daughter taking part in the free throw shooting competition. What did you make of her form?
It's better than mine. Those who can't do teach, that's certainly true for me. So
we're going to send things over to Denung Balsera, who has something for us on head coach Alex Serta of the Honey Badgers.
Sean, you've talked about all the new pieces that have come in and rejuvenated this Brampton basketball program, and one of the biggest reasons for the renaissance of this basketball team is Coach Alex Serta, GM and VP of Basketball Operations. Jermaine Anderson told me that he went to the G League showcase in December with a list of 3 to 4 candidates that they were going to see an interview, and it was easily Alex Serta that came the most prepared. He showed up to the meeting with a stacked page of books for Jermaine and his team to go through, and he told me it took him a while to get through all of it. Serta has built a reputation through the basketball circles as a data-driven and detailed-oriented individual, and so far it seems to be paying off, and I'm glad that this time coming in we didn't miss a big dunk, Sean.
I will never forgive you for that one earlier, D. All in good fun, of course. Great stuff from D, as always, from the sidelines. We did miss a Nathan Cayo dunk. They scored a couple points. The River Lions did off the start of the quarter, something they couldn't really do to start the third. So a step up here, but a miss there by Cole Long. A couple missed threes here for him to start the frame, as the Honey Badgers lead here a minute into the fourth quarter, 76-54.
Short on a couple threes, but pretty good looks.
Tyson, 7 made threes in this one. He's gonna touch the stove, and I mean, when you're 7 of 9 at the end of the clock, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to shoot that one, but the one thing that I will say is Brampton's taken a while. Often they've used a lot of clock on a lot of possessions. A lot of times that works out, but again, statistically, without getting too detailed, you know, you don't want too many shots in that under 6 range.
The shots there is missed by Ayub Nur Hussein. And it'll be Honey Badgers ball here. Up 22. Hunter, head fakes. Thought about it, got Cole Long out of his shoes. He relocates. A nice ball movement there. Give and go, almost gets a nice bucket there for Ambrose Hilton underneath, but he misses.
But you live with that possession if you're them. Great ball movement, inside out. Everyone's being patient. No 4 shots.
Ball and person movement.
That's right.
Ambrose Hilton running the break here. Over to Tyson.
Oh boy.
He can't get it to fall. He's missed 2 in a row and it feels weird. Ambrose Hilton goes up with a two-handed slam.
Just unselfish. That's how I'm going to describe this Brampton team in their performance tonight. Just unselfish.
This team is looking serious early on. Their one loss coming to a very good Vancouver team that we saw here last week. Ambrose Hilton now looking to add to it. Tyson. My goodness, 8 made threes now, ties his own Brampton franchise high that he set earlier this season. And there's plenty of time for him to add on. Of course, the CEBL record is 10, held by Elijah Miller.
And he did his best to foul as hard as he could, but Kyle with the and one muscles his way to the rim.
Three-point play opportunity here for Kayo. Been a mainstay on this team for a few seasons now. And he converts the three-point play. There's Moncrief again, looking for that tap away on those free throws. Really heads up stuff.
Because he can.
Yeah. And Ambrose Hilton gets that stolen away. Carry the other way. Kayo up with it, and another three-point play opportunity for Nathan Kayo.
Yeah, great unselfish play there. Good finish. And one, and again, there's enough time to cut this lead down before the target time. Got to get a few stops, keep running and pushing pace, keep that ball moving in transition. If you're Brampton, I think you just got to keep scoring as well. I mean, you don't want to stop. You don't want to take your time. You just got to keep scoring.
So the three-point play is converted there by Nathan Kayo. The River Lions are down by 21. 2 minutes and 40 seconds until a stoppage will initiate target score time. So for Niagara right now, it's just about cutting into that lead as much as possible before the target score is set. Hunter stops on a dime and nearly wedgied it. It's collected there by Kayo. Kennedy for three.
Good shot.
Good opportunity, but just can't convert. Omajafo with it, and he is wrapped up there by Curtis Hollis.
Probably a good foul.
Sean East checking back in as Tyrese Hunter will take a seat. I've had a lot of fun watching Hunter tonight. Hasn't really been super potent scoring-wise, but he's got a handle. He's got a lot of speed.
He's been solid.
Fun little backup to watch. Swatted away there by Carey.
He's been solid. He's been very solid. Everyone who's stepped on the floor for the Honey Badgers has done their job and added value, and it's not just about scoring, and they've done everything they need to do. You see a little strain action getting set up here.
East with it. Up top to Tyson. 3 on the clock. He'll drive, puts up the floater, and he's going to get called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, he did everything to try to avoid it, but he couldn't control his momentum in the air. Tyson couldn't. And great defense.
Carey gets the screen from Kayo. Pump got Ambrose Hilton off his feet, but he can't get the shot off. And here's Tyson.
Here it is.
The three. Cash. A new Brampton franchise record. 9 threes for Cameron Tyson, who's just been butter all night long. A timeout called here by the River Lions as Tyson has the CEBL record in his sights.
And what does he do? He runs to the spot, he gets his feet down, and he lets it fly. You know, one thing that's interesting is that you think someone hits 9 threes in the game, they were forcing and hunting. He's not doing that.
No.
I don't get the sense that he's running around, you know, hunting the 3 ball. He's just super aware. When he gives it, he finds his opportunities, he lets it fly. And that's one of their keys. He's doing a fantastic job just taking advantage of his space, fundamentally getting his feet down, getting his ball to pocket and letting that ball go. He's doing a fantastic job tonight.
So it's a 24-point edge here for Brampton. The Brampton Honey Badgers continue for the second game of their road trip and head down to Quebec. They'll face off against the Montreal Alliance at the Verdun Auditorium on Wednesday, June the 10th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for that one. And the River Lions will host the Scarborough Shooting Stars for their first matchup of the season as part of a Wednesday triple header. Also June 10th, tip-off 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, the River Lions right now, you know, a little bit of an uphill battle, but the season is long. And so, you know, take victories over the next little bit. You know, see if you can execute some stuff right now, see if you can get some good looks, see if you can get the ball moving again.
It's a minute and a half or so until target score time. Kayo swung around, Hollis for three, off. Carey, no, rattles out. Cole Long though underneath, offensive board, third chance. He puts it up and in.
Two pretty good looks, inside out play. You know, the shots just aren't falling, but good possessions.
And Sean East will get fouled. He's going to head to the free throw line for a pair. He's on 18 points in this one, chance to clear 20. Averages 24 for the season. So at this point, I mean, I know the Shooting Stars only have one loss as well, but it does feel like Brampton's kind of staking claim to favorites in the East so far in the early going, right, Charles?
Well, the ball movement, the defense, the rebounding, the unselfish play, the ability to go to a next action, which is an underrated part of any team's offense. Most teams are running plays and not stacking actions, and so they're doing a pretty good job with it.
Kayo stuffed at the rim there by Juricic. Cole Long, second effort missed, but the third effort's tapped out. Hollis down low to Kayo. He kicks it back out wide. Kennedy into the paint. Over to Hollis for three. Kayo, offensive board. They're all over the offensive glass here. Kayo finally finishes the possession with a bucket.
They've had two pretty good possessions in a row now. Ball's moving inside out, making extra passes. That's how this team needs to play.
Whole lot of second and third and fourth effort there.
You know, mind you, Brampton is certainly not trying to foul at this point. They want that clock moving. Whoa.
And Cole Long tries to hurdle Keon Ambrose Hilton. Call for the foul, a little overzealous there, and Ambrose Hilton will head to the free throw line to shoot two. Ambrose Hilton, like Sean East, the second, played last year for the Edmonton Stingers. And he played his pro ball this past season during the winter over in Belgium. Toronto native, played for SMU. First is a miss. 21 seconds here between now and the 4-minute mark again, after which the first stoppage will bring in target score time.
Brampton's smart to get Tyson out, give him a little bit of a breather prior to target time.
Here's Kayo driving, nice little move, lays it up and through.
And you see the Brampton defense sort of soften up a little bit, just not wanting to stop the clock, not wanting to foul, no and ones.
East burns Kennedy, he gets fouled there. That's just some great change of pace from Sean East. Really had Keontae Kennedy on roller skates there.
And he was waiting till that clock rolled under 4 minutes before he made his move. He was staring at the clock the whole time. Very, very well aware. Heads up play there by East.
And so we have reached the stoppage that indicates target score time is on the way. We'll be playing to 96, and we'll do it coming back on the other side. It's the Canadian Elite Basketball League on CBC Gems, CEBL Plus, and on YouTube.
Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime. Next bucket wins. Target score time is the best time of a game. The energy, the drama, that anything can happen.
Big players step up in big time.
He is cooking.
It's target score time. We're playing at 96 as the Honey Badgers lead 87-66 over the Niagara River Lions here at Meridian Center. And Charles, we could have, if we're lucky, a little bit of history here. Cameron Tyson already has the Brampton Honey Badgers franchise record for threes in a game with 9. He has his own CEBL career high with 29 points. He's 9 of 13 from deep. He's 1 free away from tying the CEBL record held by Elijah Miller back on Canada Day 2024 for the Edmonton Stingers. Do you just feed him up 21?
I think they're going to look for him. Watch it here. Oh.
And Omajafo drives. He's going to get fouled at the rim.
So that action got broken up, but it was going to be they were going to hit and hand back off to him. And he might have had another 3.
Yeah.
But I think there's a little bit of miscommunication in how that was handled, but they end up at the free throw line, so it's irrelevant.
And if you're the River Lions, surely you don't want to be on the receiving end of a CEBL record. Not that I'm sure they're keeping track over on the bench, but you can't be having Tyson do what he's doing to you all night to end the game, one would think.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the every team takes a loss like this at some point.
Yeah.
You know, this is, you know, for Kimball, McKenzie, and his staff, this is going to be something they're going to have to forget, flush, and move on.
Well, of course, Charles, it's not over. It is target score time,
No,
which means
it's not over.
anything can happen.
We know how this league works. We know exactly how this works.
Carey for 3, short, and the threes have just not fallen tonight for the River Lions.
Ooh.
For perspective, Cameron Tyson has 2 more made threes than the entire River Lions roster in this game.
Yeah, they just had a tough night scoring the basketball tonight. Really no clear direction about how they were going to do it.
Kayo, floater's a little too strong. Here's Cole Long trying to attack a gap. He'll pull up and can't get the roll. Moncrief up to scoop up the board.
Moncrief with 7 rebounds, doing a pretty good job. There it is again. That's the action they were trying to run earlier.
Tyson rises and fires. Little heavy, collected there underneath by Omajafo. He's fouled. He'll head back to the line. 7 points away from the victory. It'll be their 7th of the season in 8 games if Brampton can close this thing out.
Yeah, and they've gotten Tyson some pretty good looks organically. I know they're trying to see if they can get him another one here, but so far everything's come from the free throw line. So stay aggressive if you're Brampton. Keep trying to get to the line. You get him however you can.
Omajafo hits the first. He's up to 18 points in this game. Really nice effort for him. And hits the pair. 5 points away now for Brampton. Chuente. Kennedy. He's got Moncrief on him. He'll drive on the bigger guy, but Moncrief, good recovery. Nice contest at the rim. Hunter with it. He's in the paint. He'll dump it off there to Omajafo. And a good contest there for the stop for Niagara. They'll push back the other way. Carey. Over to Hollis, back up to Carey. Kayo. He's been seeing a lot of the ball here in the second half. Looking for an outlet, swung across. Kennedy, 6 on the clock. Slicing, dicing, Nice little turnaround, but it's off the back iron, and here come the Honey Badgers. East thought about it, but he'll drive all the way, puts up the lefty floater, gets his own miss, back up off glass, 3 points away.
And I love what Moncrief did there on that last possession. 4-3-2-1, he runs at the handler, and now he's forced to take a quick shot. Really smart defensive play.
Kennedy for 3. He's cooled off quite a bit here in the second half after 17 first half points. Stuck on 20 right now. A 3 will win it. Sean East, the second, pulls up from mid-range. That's short. And River Lions live to fight another possession. Kayo up to Carey. Swung to the corner. Kennedy, heavy closeout. He's patient but misses. Kayo underneath. And the touch has just not been there around the rim for Kayo in this one, and Hunter comes away with it. Here's Hunter into the paint. Big gather step, but it's another miss. River Lions. Kennedy off glass and one. Keontae Kennedy.
I think Coach Serta might be calling a timeout here to get his team to regroup and stay playing with some urgency.
So yes, we will see the timeout here called by Alex Serta. And I mean, when you're up by 25, you might think, just play through it, no issues. But if you're Alex Serta, clearly, he's got bigger things than just this game in mind.
Correct, and then I think down the stretch, you know, the last couple possessions have kind of been, again, I like to use the analogy, it's like they're playing at the Y. You know, they're just playing with a little bit too loose. And I think you got to stay focused. The season is long. And it's all about building habits. I talk about this all the time. Practicing is about building habits. You know, in these games down the stretch, you want to be building habits for game 10, game 12, game 15, game 20, right, for the playoffs. And you want to be building those habits. And so, you know, yes, you're on the verge of winning this game, but how you play matters. Every possession still matters, whether you're up 100 or down 1,000. You have to be consistent in your play, and that's what great teams are able to do down the stretch. That's what this River Lions team has relied on to win 2 championships back-to-back. So it's important, smart timeout by Coach Serta there to refocus his team, get them back locked in, and understand this game is not over until the smoke goes up and the refs walk off the floor. So stay disciplined, stay hungry, and get it done.
River Lions have strung together a few good defensive possessions here as they try to pull off something miraculous to pull this one back within striking distance. Kennedy, a chance to finish up the 3-point play here. Kennedy's got 22 points. Nathan Kayo's up to 17. No one else in double figures for the River Lions in this one. And Kennedy misses the free throw, but the River Lions come away with the board. Hollis over to Carey. Deep triple. That's good. Donald Carey.
Good action there. Good patience and good action.
He was just 1 of 7 from deep in this game, so got to feel good for that one to fall, even if just for going into the next game. Kennedy blows that up, and East has to reset here. 10 on the clock. He was looking for contact there. He's not going to get the call. Kennedy the other way, and he'll go up. And another and one opportunity for Keontae Kennedy as the River Lions have this within 20.
And this is why the timeout was so important, to refocus your guys. Things can get out of hand really fast, you know, taking tough shots, etc. And now you're giving up layups in transition and one's exactly what you don't want. They're chipping away.
That's all you can do. Every historic comeback in the history of historic comebacks started with just a single bucket.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
So it's a 19-point edge here again. Brampton still just a 3-pointer away from winning this game.
Defense.
East finds Omajaffo. He'll go up, and a whole bunch of River Lions converge, but the ball comes loose. Tyson going for the win, can't get it to fall, and the River Lions survive again. And nearly a turnover, but the would-be steal is bobbled by Sean East, and it will stay here. River Lions basketball, 19 put onto the shot clock. Really thought that Tyson one was going down for the win.
You know he wanted it.
Carey in the corner. That's off. Collected there by Hunter, who finds Omajaffo. And Kennedy causes some havoc at the point of attack. It's out off of him. Brampton ball, still looking for a 3 to win. East finds Ambrose Hilton. Tried to find the cutting Omajaffo, but it's out of bounds off Brampton, and the River Lions again string together stops here. Kimball McKenzie calling out the set from the sideline. And just a shot clock readjustment being asked for here by the officials. Deontay Kennedy. Finds Carey. 10 on the clock. Carey rises and fires, and a second straight triple out of the hands of Donald Carey Jr. down to 16.
Rip away if you're Niagara. Keep playing the defense with a sense of urgency, but again, if you're Brampton, do what got you here. Keep the ball moving, go to the next action.
Hunter over to Tyson. That's poked there by Hollis, and he's going to go out on a 2-on-1 break. He'll lay it in himself. And another timeout called here by Alex Serta. It's down to 14 points. And the River Lions, if nothing else, string together some encouraging possessions to send them into the next game.
Yeah, and they're playing defense. But what's not happening on the other side is Brampton has stopped moving the ball.
Yeah.
They've stopped going to the next action. There's a lot more one-on-one. We know that does not work. And they opened this game up by sharing the basketball.
What is it about target time? It seems teams just kind of lose their heads a little bit.
They do. They lose their minds, and it's hard not to because it does create a little bit of anxiety.
Sure.
Right? And it doesn't matter how much you're up. And what creates even more anxiety is the history that's been created in this league where teams have come back.
Yeah.
You know? And so every possession feels stressful, you know, having been in these moments, but you can't think of it that way, which is really hard to do. Easier said than done for sure. But you just got to keep playing the way you were playing before.
The River Lions have not led in this game at all. It's been Honey Badgers wire to wire. Deontay Kennedy leading the way here for the River Lions, 25 points. Donald Carey Jr. with those couple threes he's hit in this frame, up to 11 points. And the Honey Badgers still just one three-pointer away. It's been a minute since they scored a bucket, many minutes. East drives, stops, working from 2 feet, trying to find an avenue, but it's the other way, and they're going to say that was out off of East.
Great defense.
And the officials confirm that is going to be Honey Badgers ball, actually. So 2 on the clock. East to win, no. Carey trying to cut into this further. Finds Kyle, can't quite get the pass through. It looked like he had the advantage. Hunter for the win. That pops out. Hollis, he'll let it fly. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Kyle underneath. Puts puts it up and through.
Then it was
down
12.
by 12.
You can see guys looking at the scoreboard. The Brampton guys are looking at the scoreboard. The pressure is mounting.
East calling out the set. Finds Tyson. Back to East. A 3 wins. Pull up from mid-range. East hits it 1 point away now. That's the first bucket for the Honey Badgers in quite some time.
Definitely much needed and alleviates some pressure. You can feel a little bit of the air.
Carey now.
Room.
Kennedy, deep 3. That's short. Tyson with the board. Chance to win here. A bucket of any persuasion will do it.
Going to a horns action here.
East on the wing. Tight handle. But he loses it. And Carey is fouled on the floor. There you go. So both teams over the limit here. It'll bring Donald Carey Jr. to the free throw line to try to cut this down to 13. Again, playing to 96. It's been a pretty spirited effort here for a Riverlions team that was trailing by 21 coming into target score time.
Playing with some fight, getting some stops, moving the ball a little bit better.
First of 2 is good for Donald Carey Jr.
Yeah, win or lose, that's what you want to see if you're the Riverlions. Just compete, continue to compete.
Two for 2. Yeah, they're gonna.
Blood.
Yeah, Donald Carey's got some blood on his elbow. They're gonna stop it down so he could get some medical attention or a Band-Aid of some kind.
Opportunity for Coach Serta to drop the next play.
And there's a look there at Al Whitley, the owner of the Brampton Honey Badgers. Got to be happy with the start his team has had this year. Though certainly, I'm sure he would have liked to have been out of here by now.
Back on the cue heat before it closes down. I think, you know, it's tough. I mean, a lot of people might look and say, well, they only needed 3 points and they haven't been able to do it in 5 minutes. It's hard. You get anxious as a player. It's not like, you know, the clock saves you in a regular game where, you know, 2 minutes left, you can leave the clock and play. This is different because you've got to score.
You're without your friend if you're got a big lead.
It's tough.
Cam Tyson still stuck on 29 points. He's missed his last 2 threes. He's a piddly 9 of 15 from downtown now.
That's it?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Frankly pathetic.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
The Riverlions, again, 9 threes of their own in this game on 40 attempts. Just 22% from 3 for Niagara. That is really probably the difference in this game.
Yeah, it's a tough night for them shooting the basketball.
Brampton looking for the win. 1 point will do it. Omajafo guarded by Kayo. Swung over to East. 10 on the clock. Ambrose Hilton will set the screen. East into the lane. He'll go up. It's swatted by Twente. Riverlions live another possession. Carey thought about it up to Kennedy. Kayo now. He'll drive. And the lefty shot is no good, but he's fouled. And Nathan Kayo is going to shoot 2. Try to cut this to 10 points.
Push the pace into the corner. Nothing. Kick it out. Extra pass. Re-attack a closeout. End up with 2 free throws and a chance to bring it within 10.
I saw the look D gave me when I said, oh, it's been cut down to 20. Looked at me, rolled his eyes. Who's laughing now? It's Twente at the line, not Kayo. He hits the first of 2.
I didn't realize we were snitching on this broadcast.
Let's just say these games are never over, and it's not the broadcast team just saying that. If you know this league, it doesn't matter what the score is. It's can you put the ball in the hoop?
Chuente will attempt to do that for the second time on 2 free throw tries. Gets the friendly bounce, and it's a 10-point game. More stops needed. 1 point needed for Brampton. Here's East. Over to Tyson. Lost his footings. Nearly stolen there by Hollis, and Tyson is going to get called for the foul. And it's going to send Curtis Hollis to the line to cut this down to single digits. Brampton's offense just out of sorts. Credit to Curtis Hollis. Been absolutely glued to Cam Tyson for the last little while here. I've lost track of how much time it's been since target score time began.
It's been a while.
A journey.
You know, ball pressure has changed for the Riverlines. They're up in gaps. They're rebounding as a unit. They're moving the ball offensively and getting really good opportunities.
Cam Tyson's going to sit. Judson Martindale is into the game. And I believe that was the 5th personal on Cam Tyson, so he is fouled out of this game. So he will not beat Elijah Miller's record for threes in a game. He finishes with 9.
20 minutes of target time it's been.
And Hollis hits the free throw there. So it's a 9-point game. Honey Badgers looking for the win. East into the lane. Turns around, puts it up. No good. Fight under the basket. It's out off a Riverline, and they get off Hollis, and it's going to stay Honey Badgers ball. 14 seconds on the clock. Still just need 1 point to win this one. And here's Keon Ambrose Hilton going up for the dunk to win, but it's blocked away.
Big
Carry
shot.
for 3. That's short. Frantic energy here. Now Hunter trying to find, Honey Badger running the lane. It's Judson Martindale. 2-hand slam. That's good. And that's game. And Brampton fans can breathe, relax. They hang on and they win 97-86. They move to 7-1 on the season. The Riverlions fall to 3-4. Judson Martindale with the 2-hander to win it, to close target score time. I'm tired. There's a lot of target score time.
Emotionally draining, but they just lost track of him in transition there. Lost track of Martindale. Did a good job running the floor to finish the game. Good to see fight on the Riverlines end. Lessons to be learned on the Brampton end, although they came away with the win. And again, back to learning to win these games becomes important early in the season. And they're able to stumble but not fall.
So again, that's a move to 7-1 on the season for the Brampton Honey Badgers. And leading the way for them tonight was Cameron Tyson. He's your Booster Juice player of the game, and he's with Danang Balsera. D, take it away.
Cam, let's start with the negatives. Obviously not the cleanest finish to a game. What's the thing that you hope to take away from this carry on to your next?
That we just got to finish the game.
Yeah. Okay, so positives, all right? You were 1 3-pointer away from tying the league record. You broke your own franchise record with 9 threes tonight. At what point in the night did you realize it was going to be your night?
I don't really never go into it and have that like it's going to be my night type of feeling. It's just I feel like we got a good team, good chemistry, and when I'm open, guys do a good job of finding me.
I know Coach has told you he wants you to take 10 threes a game. Talk about that trust and the confidence that your guys have in you and how empowering that is.
It means everything. It makes me want to go out and do everything, put it all on the line for these guys. And, I think everybody on this team is very confident in what they do. Everybody knows their role, and I feel like that's what makes us so good.
We'll try to enjoy this one, and good luck in Montreal.
Thank you.
Thanks to Cam Tyson for taking the time, and thanks to Dung Balsera. Awesome stuff from him all night long, as always. And we'll be back to wrap up our broadcast here on CBC Gem, CEBL Plus, and YouTube, all coming up in just 1 second. Honey Badgers win 97-86.
It's more than a workout. It's my reset, my challenge, my win. From High Rocks training to recovery, Pilates to hitting new personal bests. Strength days, sweat days, the days I almost skipped but didn't. These are the days that make me stronger. One gym, every journey, limitless possibilities.
Looking to level up your future? Algoma University's Brampton campus is where ambition meets opportunity. Study in-demand programs like business, computer science, and psychology right in downtown Brampton. We offer the most affordable tuition in Ontario and are ranked #1 in Canada for scholarships and bursaries. Small classes, big support, real success. Algoma University Brampton. Success within reach.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around with free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
Lotto Max now has more?
Oh yeah, like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
Back inside Meridian Center, the Brampton Honey Badgers come away with a 97-86 victory here to move to 7-1 on the season. Don't miss the next CEBL doubleheader action tomorrow. First, the Scarborough Shooting Stars welcome the Calgary Surge at the Pan Am Sports Center, looking to sweep the two-game series. Tip-off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Then it's Kelowna Hoop Fest at the Saskatoon Mamba, and the Vancouver Bandits face off from Prospera Place in beautiful Kelowna, BC. The festivities begin at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Make sure to catch it all on CBC Sports, CBC Gem, and CEBL Plus. Charles, the Honey Badgers are an impressive team. Yeah, a little bit hairy in target score time. The longest target score time of the season, over 21 minutes of target score time.
Wow.
But they get it done. Cam Tyson, a thrilling 9 3-point effort from him. This team looks very serious in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, they're going to be tough to beat if they can stay composed and stay consistent. The way they played in those first 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters really, were exceptional. Extra passes, big shots being made. Defensively, were fantastic. Rebounding the basketball, I thought they did a really good job tonight overall. Target time is tough. And so they weathered the storm and got it done, and they're learning a lot, I would imagine. Certainly Coach Serta and his staff will continue to build this group up, but they're doing a pretty good job.
We saw this happen last week for the Vancouver Bandits as well, where they got a little tight in target score time, and I think it's an adjustment. All these guys, they come here, they play target time, and it's just not something they're used to, right? And so there's a bit of an adjustment period to the way it changes the cadence of the game, and as you mentioned, the clock is not your friend when you have a big lead. When it comes to the River Lions, they lose this game. They are now 1-2 on this homestand since coming home after the 4-game roadie to start the year. Still waiting for Khalil Ahmad. The team is not fully complete. Maybe not the performance you would have wanted on the offensive end, a rough 3-point shooting game, but some things to build on from that target score time.
Definitely some things to build on. Certainly the urgency with which they played is to be mirrored for the whole game. Cut and paste that, through the game, and if you can keep that going, consistency is key to be successful, and I think they're learning that, and Coach McKenzie's going to have to figure out how to get that out of their group on a nightly basis.
That's going to do it for us here at Meridian Center. For Charles Kissy and Dung Balsera, I'm Sean Woodley. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and enjoy the weekend of CEBL action that lies ahead. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Good night.
I came to knock him out the way, knock him out the way.
Knock him out the way. Knock him out the way. Knock him out the way. Knock him out the way. Knock him out the way. With your head top down for some action.